This is Dow Houston, and I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. My videos address how to change your circumstances in life, whether they be financial, personal, social, or just life in general. I know there are hundreds, if not thousands, of similar sites. With that said, for better or worse, I just see the world differently than others, and I can tell you without any hesitancy that you will find thoughts, strategies, and ideas here you won't find anywhere else. It is my sincere hope you will find the content interesting and enjoyable. Thank you. Hey guys, Dal here this morning. What I want to talk about today, and it's nothing landmark, but I recently was at a conference, and when I mean I got a great example and a great reminder that that while you may have somebody in your life, or you may have multiple people in your life, causing chaos, confusion, heartache, whatever, that the responsibility for stopping the chaos lies with you and only you. Now, for about 20 years now, I've been going to this conference, and there's a lady there that I really like, and I want to make it really clear. She's undoubtedly got a heart of gold. A very nice person. She's a moral person. But her life for the past 20 years that I've known her is nothing but chaos. An absolute chaos. So we get to have this annual conference, and during the in-between classes, she will catch a lot of us and kind of talk, some of the people who got together originally, and just tell us about the chaos going on in her life. And she'll tell us, and then she'll kind of look at it. You know, it may be she may at one time had marital problems, and if my husband would just change, and my husband would just change, da 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 da, and then she kind of look at you, wanting your agreement that yes, her husband needs to change, and yeah, he's a dysfunctional person, but ultimately she can't change her husband unless he wants to. And the chaos is so much that honestly, and it pours over into this lady's life so much that they just should have divorced a long time ago, okay? Next point of chaos in her life is her daughter. Her daughter's this, her daughter's that. And now it's not even her daughter's fault. I got my daughter's boyfriend does this, this, and this, and this. Listen, it's even further removed. If he would change, and then she'll look at you wanting your agreement that yes, the boyfriend's a goober, he needs to change, everyone's life would be better. But the problem is, that isn't it. The only one who can change is the daughter in that situation. So it's even one step removed. Second off, if the daughter won't change, she doesn't have to divorce herself from her daughter, but it's her daughter's chaos. It's not her chaos. It's just craziness. It is. And in the last few years, especially as I've got interested in my social media and pushing my message of what I think, I've become less and less tolerant of that. And I know last year I went to the conference and I was like, oh, I don't want to see her. And it is even more so this year. But I made myself, I'm like, no, I need a refresher and I need a reinforcement that chaos can only be changed by you. It can't be changed by someone else. Oh, it could be, you know, but honestly, this lady invites chaos. So even if her husband changed, even if her daughter's boyfriend changed, even if her daughter changed, she would find new chaos in her life, okay? She would. Now, the second point that I want to make today is I've watched this lady for 20 years, and I've watched her life become more and more chaotic. And it's not not necessarily that she's ramped up the chaos, but rather chaos and making bad decisions is kind of like borrowing against your home, borrowing a debt from the bank or a credit card. and that it draws interest. So the more bad decisions you make, they build on one another. They build on one another. So it becomes harder and harder and harder to make good decisions. So instead of just having one aspect of your life that's in chaos, all of a sudden every aspect of your life is in chaos until you're immersed in chaos. Again, it's a lot like a debt. Now, the opposite also holds true. Now, I'm not saying that you're always going to make perfect decisions, or even if you do make perfect decisions, things are not always going to go like you want. But the better choices you make are kind of like an investment. The more and more better decisions you make, they build upon each other. And you learn, hey, this is a good decision, this is a good decision. Your decision making becomes better and better. But as you make those good decisions, your life becomes easier and easier and easier. And it becomes easier to make good decisions and harder to make bad decisions. So, the important thing to come out of this lesson today, and that is the only one you can change is yourself. And yes, someone may be causing you a lot of trouble in life. It might be a husband, a wife, a child, a boss, a friend. And yes, if they would change, maybe your life would too. But ultimately, the responsibility lies with you in saying, listen, man, I love you, but I'm not putting up with this chaos anymore, okay? The second thing is, you got to understand that the more and more chaotic decisions you make, the more inclined you are going to make chaotic decisions and bad judgments in the future. The better decisions you make, the easier it becomes to make good decisions. Guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you take something away. Talk to you later.